Hey, welcome to this new video. Today we'll get started on creating an NPC buffer. So what it is when you talk to an NPC, he will show you a list of 4 buffs you can choose from. So let me show you how the end result of following these videos will be. So when you talk to the NPC, you see the buffs here. As you can see, I've tested it before, so we can just add some more time to our buffs. And if I just right click to take them off, you will see I can click here and I get the buffs. And we can say goodbye to him to stop talking with him, or you can run away if you want. So I think we will just get started on creating this. See, you're inside Visual Studio Code. Welcome back. So now let's start out with creating a new folder. So right click, click new folder, call this NPC buffer, and now right click on the folder and click new file, call this core.lua. You don't need to call it core, this is just my way of naming scripts. So I know this core Lua file is where everything, the logic behind everything is being handled. So now let's see what we need to do. First, we need to create a variable for the NPC ID. So I know I want to use the guard I showed you in the intro. So for me, I know that guard is called, the NPC ID is 823. So what you want to write is local NPC underscore ID equals 823. Awesome. Now, what we want to do is go down some lines here, and we want to figure out how we actually listen to when we are talking with this NPC. So what we're gonna do is go to Eluna documentation. So let's head in there now. So here, let me just go back so that we can follow along. You can follow along. Here, you write register creature gossip event. So here, registers a creature gossip event handler. Click on it. Here we can read the different events. One is gossip event on hello. That's when you start, like when you click on an NPC to talk with them. This is what you basically, this part or this event is called. A gossip event on select is when you're selecting, like I did in the menu. I selected Blessing of Might. This is the event that is called. An event count is nothing, so yeah, you can see it's not set up to anything. So let's focus on just getting it to show the menu for now. So let's get started here. Register creature gossip event. So you can see the entry, the event, and function. And entry is, as you can see, arguments is number entry. That's the creature entry. So we made our NPC ID, which holds the ID for the creature. The event is this event. So that's the gossip event on hello. So that would be 1. And the function is the function we want to call when this event goes off. So let's head back into Visual Studio Code. We are back in here. Write register creature gossip event. And as we saw in there, we need to write the entry. So the creature ID, which was for us, that's the NPC ID variable we created. So we can write the NPC ID, comma, and here we wanted the ID of the event. and we know that's run 1, and then the function we want to call. Let's just call it on hello world. And that was everything for setting up the event here. Next thing we can do is go down a line again and write register creature gossip event and log it off again. And now we want to make sure we have the unselect, so we listen to when you select again. So what we want to do here, as we can see, it's the ID 2. So we want to again listen for our NPC ID. The event should be 2 this time, and we want another function. So let's head back. Let's write NPC ID, comma 2, comma on selection. What was it called again? It's called onSelect, sorry. onSelect hold. This doesn't need to be exactly that, but it's just so we have it easier figuring out what functions does. Or do, sorry. Let's get started here. Let's first write function. Let's write on hello world. And let's see what we needed to have as arguments here. Let's return back. We see event, player, and object. So let's minimize again. And here we write event, player, and object. Next, we go down 2 lines. We write function on select hold. Here we want to have the arguments for this. Let's look back inside the documentation. We can see that's event, player, object, and sender, int ID, code, and menu ID. So let's head back, write event, player, creature, sender, int ID, code, and menu ID. Then go down 2 lines and write int. Now we have both our functions set up. So let's go in and read some more about how we actually send a gossip menu to our player when we talk to this creature. So let's go back inside the documentation. I'll just use like this, so it's easier for me to show you what I'm doing. So in here, I know we want to talk with, if we want to talk with the player, we should look for sending this gossip menu to the player. So gossip menu. So first we want to go ahead and actually build this gossip menu. And by building it, I mean we are basically creating the menu and then we send it to the player. So let's first add the menu items. When you add a menu item, that's basically the lines you could select or click on. So you saw Blessing of Might. That's a gossip menu add item we called to add that one. So let's see here. What we can do is we can actually make it cost money if we want. But for now, we're just gonna stick with the normal way. So let's see. We can write, let's look at this. Icons, let's not think about that for now. Let's just write 0 for that. That is something we can come back to later. The string, message, so the text it should say. the sender, yeah, the sender is 1 normally, yes, and the number int ID, number passed to the gossip handler. So this is basically what it will listen for when we click on something. We need to check if this was the line, the option we clicked on, then give us this buff. That's where the int ID comes into play. So let's head back inside the code and let's begin adding. So up here, we write player. So we get the player sent with the event. So the player talking to this NPC. We say it's, what was it again? Gossip menu add item. So gossip menu add item. And we want to, for now, we're just gonna say 0 for the icon. Then we want text, double quotes, blessing of might, and then comma 1 and comma 1, because this is the first line, so this has the ID of 1. Next, we can select this line, Control C, go down 1 line, Control V, 1 line, Control V, and 1 line, Control V. Now we have, we actually need the last one, the goodbye. So here we have it. So now go to line 2 of this, change the number from 1 to 2, the next line from 1 to 3, next line again 1 to 4, and the next line to 1 to 5. Now go to the second line, recopy it. Here we want to write arcane intellect. Next line we want to write Eluna's blessing. Next line we want to write divine spirit. Yes. And last line we want to write goodbye. Don't need this goodbye line, it's just for showing how you can build this menu. Next thing you want to do is go down 1 line, and here we want to send the player this gossip menu. So we want to write player colon gossip menu, or gossip sent menu, and we want to write run. So that's the player we got, the player who started this conversation, colon, and creature, object. So now we actually have everything in here for creating the menu. So let's head inside WoW and let's go in here. Let's reload Eluna, and you can see it reloaded Eluna. Let me take this off. Let me try to talk to him, and we get our menu. So blessing of might, arcane intellect, Eluna's blessing, Eluna's blessing, sorry, divine spirit, and goodbye. But as you can see, nothing happens right now, which is okay, because we haven't set up what should happen when you click on them. But that will be in the next episode. So this was all for today. This was basically just the intro to getting everything set up, getting started with this. So I hope you liked this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and a subscribe. And I will see you tomorrow in the next episode. See ya.